Hi, I'm Ewald Penner from Jellybean AutoCrafters. Today we want to show you this 1929 Dodge GA Roadster. We're going to walk around and show you some of the details that it took. Several thousand hours were taken to create this beauty. When the car originally came in, the fenders were about this high. It didn't look nice at all. What we did is we took a TCI suspension, we modified it because there's nothing available for a 29 Dodge, modified it to fit, and it's, as you can see, it's nice and low now and fits the stance better. The headlights themselves also were about the height of the radiator, and that wasn't a good look at all. So we lowered them down by about 6 inches to give it more of a hot rod look, and this fits with the style of the car a whole lot better. The crowning jewel of this car is the 6-cylinder engine. It's a 1953 Canadian Plymouth motor. It's a straight 6, so both the exhaust comes out of one side. We had a set of headers built for it, and as you can see in the back, it comes out side by side. It looks like a shotgun, so we named the car a 6-shooter. The naming came about once it was invited to the National Roadster Show for the AMBR award, which is America's Most Beautiful Roadster. Only 12 vehicles worldwide are invited to that show, and typically we have names on cars, and so this car was named 6-shooter because of the exhaust, the way it comes out here. With the client wanting to do long road trips and date nights, that sort of thing with his wife, reliability was always a #1 concern. One way to do that is to make it start and stop really easily, perform well. So we went with fuel injection. The fuel injection is actually hand-built, cast the whole shot, and then programmed to this specific engine type. The Chattersfield intake manifold is the prototype from 1938. The intake manifold is one of 15 ever made. We have all sorts of rare vintage racing parts in the engine, so what was 68 horsepower is now about 157 horsepower. It's all balanced and blueprint, that sort of thing. One other thing for long drives or even short drives, power steering was added. There's no way to put power steering on this engine, so we went with electric power steering. This way, it's an easy turning, easy driving, and it's a whole lot more fun. The design of a wheel is like a salt flat type wheel, but we've taken it to the next level. Every contour is different and changed to our personal liking. For example, these spokes themselves have a little curve on them. There's a little bit of a dish. There's a bit bigger edges and also some more squarish corners. The crowning jewel of the wheel itself is the center cap. The center cap itself is a separate piece altogether and machined to fit with the design, so you got the same gloss as you do on the outer rim as well. When this car was new, it was a very high-end car. Cars typically back then were 6 volts. This was 12 volts. Most cars had 4 cylinders. They're meant from point A to point D. This had a 6-cylinder, which at the time was out of the ordinary. Because the car is so unique, it appealed to the higher end of society, so to speak, and so it has a golf door. Where here you can see it's a pretty small one, because back then there was not many golf clubs available. You'd have a small little bag and it would fit into here, and you'd be able to put it in quite easily. We take a lot of time and attention to details. That's the only way to build a car to this caliber. So we want to thank our client for trusting us with this car to build it to his dreams, and a car that he can have reliability, drivability, and have a lot of fun with for years to come.